Genshin impact, character idea, someone having both the cryo and hydro element. For this character, let's call her Korimizu. She's a sword user, and can use both cryo and hydro at the same time. She is played mostly as a support, but can be used as a main DPS as well. For her elemental skill, Icy Target, she summons icicles, and surrounds herself with it, similar to Sinaora's attack. After a short duration the icicles shoot towards her, dealing cryo damage to enemies hit, and grouping enemies towards the active character. When a character other than her gets hit by the icicles, it will damage to the active character by 75% of their health and freezes them. Switching to a different character will automatically shoot the icicles. After using her cryo skill, it will instantly transform into her hydro elemental skill. For her hydro skill, Twister, she summons a wave that surges out of the ground, dealing hydro damage to enemies hit and stunning them for a couple of seconds. Using Icy Target and then Twister will provide good support for the team, grouping the enemies towards you and freezing them for a short duration. For her elemental burst, Glacier Wonderland, she releases all of her hydro and cryo powers, changing the terrain and freezing all enemies in an 8-second duration. It is said that she could control the winds of Dragon Spine. The enemies that are frozen will remain frozen for 8 seconds, and during that time, you can use Pyro, Geo, and Claymore attacks, and it will not shatter. Her burst will also freeze the Abyss timer for 3 seconds. The downside is, all of your party members will have the sheer cold effect that will not be removed even after the enemies unfreezes from her burst. Korimizu and Albedo are the only ones that are not affected by the sheer cold effect. For her passive talent, the cold never bothers me. She is not affected by sheer cold, but makes it more drastic for other party members except Albedo. So, utilizing her burst well will be hard. And for her constellations, for her C1, it increases the area of effect damage of her hydro elemental skill, Twister, and for her C2, it increases the number of icicles she makes in her cryo elemental skill, Icy Target. Her C4 increases the duration of her elemental burst, Glacier Wonderland, and frozen enemies during her burst will have their defense decreased by 10% for cryo and hydro. And for her C6, it will stop the Abyss timer for 10 seconds. It sounds OP, but if you're a whale, you can probably already clear Abyss with all stars. Now, I went with this kit because I noticed that Mihoyo is making the enemies more harder to hit, like the Rift Hounds and Spectres, so by creating her, it will be a solution to the players. Genshin is also trying to make healers more favorable, and it seems like she will be a perfect fit for Kokomi and Chi-Chi, because you are gonna take so much damage when using her, and because they're cryo and hydro. I noticed most players have been failing the Abyss by just 1 second, so by having her Abyss time stop thing, it will hopefully less likely happen. The character is very risky and needs a bit of practice to fully utilize her potential. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe and like. Bye.